Hello, I'm Bill Heran, the author of the book The Missing Piece, a book about the restless mind and how the restless mind may prevent you from attaining inner peace. Today is January 28th. The topic for today is the story of loneliness. Our quote is by John Paul Sartre, and the quote is: If you're lonely when you're alone, you're in bad company. So recently, I spent an extended time on my own. It wasn't a retreat or a vacation from a bustling life we can all easily relate, but simply a work related business trip away from loved ones and friends. At first, I entered into a routine, a combination of work, an exercise schedule, and healthy meals. I was going just fine. However, when I had downtime alone after a few days, my restless mind began to send messages that I was lonely. And the subtext was, that's a problem. My daily walks changed, and my feeling glad to be outside, taking in the urban setting and the people watching that I was doing, to have restless comparisons of others, that they're going home to a loving family while I'm here all alone. It was amazing how quickly the mind shifted into a dark period of constructed heartache. I'm glad I was able to see the restless pivot within and reached out to significant others, namely my husband, and we talked about how I was feeling. I became aware how passing this state was, but it was powerful in the moment. I became more aware of my need for social connection. Too many of us become trapped into this powerful and potentially very dark space of loneliness. Subscribing to a narrative of loneliness can be detrimental to our physical, mental, and spiritual well being. Almost 1 in 5 people experience themselves as lonely, despite all the social media and connected technologies. That loneliness can cause depression and lead to premature death. However, it is crucial to our mental health to learn how to be alone with ourselves. Being alone is different from the story um, based narrative of feeling lonely. The lonely state usually informs you through a restless mind that you have a problem, that you are lonely and it sucks. As we know, the restless mind never proposes a solution to the problem. It just announces that you have a problem. If you subscribe to this story, it can become quite dark and depressing, feeling disconnected from others and yourself. The powerful narrative morphs into a feeling state of emptiness and entropy. Instead of subscribing to the problematic narrative about loneliness, you can begin to examine how you feel disconnected from others. How have I contributed to this disconnection? Is it true that I am empty? Can I plan to meet with someone and make a meaningful connection today? What are any attributes that help me to connect with others? So today, let's be aware of our basic need for connection, both to ourselves, maybe alone, in your own company, and with others in a way that promotes health and inner peace. Thank you for joining me today with this reading. I look forward to you joining me in future readings of The Missing Piece. Thank you.